it recording? Cool. Wow. Hi, hello, everyone. We're back. Wow. Okay, hold on. Hi, hello, everyone. How are we doing? We're back with another episode of the None Other Fuck You Mentality. What the fuck else would you be listening to? I gotta turn this down. God damn, this mic is loud. Okay, there we go. So I have some really interesting guests today because I have never had an influencer, let alone influencers, on the podcast. And I was so excited about this because I was telling Carrie, who's my podcast manager, the idea behind the podcast and what direction I wanted to take it in. So shout out to Carrie for doing this because she's the one who coordinated this whole thing. But I have two influencers, right? That's what we would say. Two influencers, not just one, here today. So why don't you introduce yourselves? Who the hell are you? What are we doing? What's going on?
You bitches already know me as Dakota Wright or at Print Fairy on TikTok. And this is my husband, Jackson.
Well, I'll introduce myself. I'm Jackson, Dakota's husband, and his, I guess you could say, co-star.
Yeah.
Co-star. So I hate to steal his thunder, but I guess like I'm the influencer.
Yeah, okay.
Well, okay, let's say this. I hate the word influencer.
Okay.
So I'm a content creator.
I like that.
Yeah, influencers are snobby.
I agree.
Yeah. He is like just kind of there whenever I'm like, hey, I have this idea. It's a 2-person job. Get in the video with me.
Okay.
So you're an influencer by demand.
Influencer by proxy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, okay, so I have to, why do you hate influencer? Why do you say that they're snobby? I mean, I agree, but why do you say that?
You always have the best answer.
Well, so influencers, to me, we've met quite a few, and we'll just say we don't want to be compared to maybe some of them, so we like to be a different breed of internet personalities.
Tell them
social
why.
media. Okay.
You're holding back.
How about you say it then?
Let
Okay.
it loose. Just tell me the truth.
And you can't make fun of the way I say certain words, okay?
Okay, I promise.
So I don't like the whole aesthetic of like influencers because
Okay.
I feel like everybody tries to be like prim, proper, and pretty when really I think that day and age is like done and over
it's
with.
long gone. Yes,
and like
I agree.
now people just want like normal people that share who they are just on camera, you know? So I think that's more of like a content creator. Like you're just putting your life into content for other people. You're not really trying to get people to buy anything. Yeah.
Right.
Because influencer by
Content
it kind of
creator
goes together.
just creates.
Yeah, yeah.
I kind of told you guys this before we started this episode, but tell the fam. So as you guys know, I'm a full-time hairdresser by trade, and while I love my job, I'm over it. I've been doing it for over a decade, and I love content creation. And I started dabbling in it, and I found this newfound love of society through content creation, but I'm new to the whole influencing content world. I have to know everything. How did you get started? Why did you start doing it? You know, how did this become a thing? You know, like give me all the details. How the hell did Dakota become Dakota?
So there was this trend back in like the height of the pandemic on TikTok where people would just say where they were at a restaurant. And they would say like Chili's orders. And then they would say, hey, my name's Brittany. I got the queso. And that's it, right?
Okay.
It seems weird, right?
I don't remember this.
Okay, so, but it was like a trend that had just started. But then
Oh.
these girls, like, they were what, in college? I think. Like, young college girls started it, and they kind of carried the baton of the trend. Like, it was kind of their thing. No shade to the girls, but they aren't gay, so, like, they don't have, like, the personality that we have. And so, for, like, weeks, I was like, babe, we have to do one of those videos because, you know, like, eating disorders and food and all that. Like, I thought it would be fun. And so we did one, and we posted it, and then we got 1 million views in less than 24 hours.
What?
And it started as a joke, basically, because I wanted to do something fun.
Yeah.
And then we've just been doing it every week for, what, 2-3 years now? Something like that? Yeah.
So it just happened to happen.
Yeah, and now I'm getting, like, brand deals and stuff for eating, which I do anyways on camera. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So what did you do? Okay, now I have a lot of questions now. Oh my gosh. So did you quit a full-time job to do this? Or did you do full-time?
I don't think I've quit, but would you say I've quit?
I would say so.
Yeah, so I was a real estate agent
Oh, okay.
first. I still have my license. It's still active. It was the hardest thing I've ever done, so I'm never gonna let it expire.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like it's way too hard.
Sure.
But yeah, this has taken like a lot of my time, you know, with like hiring a manager and brand deals and collabs and just filming stuff like every single day and
It's a
like
lot.
trying to come up with stuff and interacting with people. So yeah, I will only do real estate if it's like a friend or a family member or somebody that I've worked with before. No new clients.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did you? Okay, so I'm in the position where that jump is terrifying.
Oh my God, I was scared shitless.
When did you? Okay, what was your aha moment? Like, what was happening for you to finally be like, okay, let's take this a little bit more seriously because this started as a joke.
Yeah. I think it was just like how much fun we have doing it. And, you know, I'm in therapy pretty regularly, and my therapist noticed how much it's helped with like my food issues. So I was like, okay, well, like maybe there's something here. And then when I got my first brand deal, you know, we had a conversation, and I was like, maybe we should like take this
we
on and
should
see
do
what it is.
this.
Yeah, because like, and I don't mean this like in a cunty way at all, but
Yeah.
you know, like his job has always been like our survival money, and like my job as a real estate agent has just been like fun money, like travel, savings, you know, whatever. So it was kind of hard to like switch because
Yeah.
it's like unguaranteed income, you know.
Yes.
But I mean, it's kind of the same like real estate because you don't really get paid unless you sell a house.
Right.
So I don't really get paid unless I do a brand deal. It's the same thing, but it's like different.
Right.
Yeah.
So it was an easier transition partly because it's a similar industry where like if you don't work, you don't get paid.
Right. Right.
So and I want to touch base on the fact that you said you've had an eating disorder.
Yeah.
And I was curious because I haven't dealt with an eating disorder, but lots of childhood trauma and lots of past things. But what I have seen and the reason why I love social media is that community has helped me out
Yes.
of this like rabbit hole that I was stuck in for years.
Yeah.
So as someone who has dealt with an eating disorder, how has that helped you?
The community has been great because,
Yeah.
like, you know, my husband and like friends and stuff, they tease me for like in a good way, you
Yeah.
know, for like ordering so much food because I'm like, God, I just love, you know, different kinds of food and eating and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And now it's like I see other people online, like strangers, appreciate that too,
Mm-hmm.
and just me being carefree and not caring about, you know, what people think about what you're eating, I guess.
Okay.
And so the whole community around it has just been encouraging.
What do you mean you ordered too much food? Because hold on.
Have you seen one of the videos?
I don't think so.
Oh my God. Well, I do order a lot of food.
Hold on. Is it on your TikTok?
Yeah.
Of you ordering a lot of food?
Yeah.
Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah.
hold on.
Well, you eat a lot too.
We're from the South, so we do eat quite a bit.
Yeah.
So
Hold on. Because okay, here's the thing.
Okay, so wait, what's a lot of food?
Okay, well, I'll explain to you my thought
Yeah.
process behind this, and
Okay.
then we can touch base here because I have ADHD. Okay, I cannot eat a plethora of one item. I have to have a multitude of things to choose from, or else
Yeah.
I don't want to eat because that's boring.
Yeah.
So
I'm kind of like that.
okay, but
Yeah.
I look at it as like I will order maybe like 4 or 5 appetizers, maybe like a salad, and then also maybe an entree, and then also maybe dessert.
Yeah.
But I also want some of your entree, and then maybe your entree as well because it just looks appetizing. But I won't finish mine. I will have an enormous amount of extra food.
Yeah.
But I'm more of like a grazer.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna finish everything you give to me.
Okay.
We're on the same page, but like
Okay.
I'm gonna finish everything. If you're done, you're done. Like you won't finish everything.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. We're pulling up a TikTok right now of
Tell her the best one to watch.
Probably Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel.
second one.
Second one.
Yeah.
Second video?
Turn around.
Oh no, yeah. You tell me.
First one. I'm sorry.
First one.
Yeah.
This one? Okay.
Well, y'all, I done flapped my pussy lips in the wind down at Cracker Barrel. So for the table, I have the white cheddar cheese bites, and for to drink, I have a sangria.
Hey, it's Jackson, and the Cracker Barrel really reminds me of my hometown. They really put the I in ancestry. I got the fried pickles for the table, and I'm washing it down with a peach mimosa.
And for my entree, I have this big old plate of biscuits and gravy and sausage to keep my tummy full to browse the store full of junk.
I love you like I love chicken and dumplings. Hey, and I got green beans, fried okra, and sweet carrots.
And for dessert, I have the biscuit beignets.
Cracker Barrel orders.
I order a lot of food.
You said beignets.
Yes.
Babe, it's beignets.
Oh, no, I know it is.
Okay.
So, like, one of my shticks is
I'm European, okay? I'm
Okay.
like, beignets.
So, like, one of my things is, like, as a kid, I mispronounced things by accident for so long.
Oh,
And,
you did say that earlier.
yeah, I think my mom and dad just loved me too much to correct me. And so, for the longest time, like, I called spaghetti Buschetti.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's so, like, there's, like, little quirky things like that I'll throw in the video. And people are like, what'd you say? And I'm like, you guys know by now, like, I know the correct way to say it. But I'm
it's
just,
your language.
I'm playing on my childhood now.
Right.
Yeah.
So let me okay, again, this is a new world for me because I was just talking about this with Jess. Imagine building a brand based off of just who you are.
It's weird.
Talk about it. I'm just so intrigued. Jess and I have been talking about this for weeks. Like, I was looking at her, like, I want to be a full-time content creator. I want to take this full-time. How can we do this? Et cetera, et cetera. But I struggle because I'm a hairdresser, like, I do hair.
Yeah.
I know I'm cool as fuck. I know that I am, but making a brand out of who you are, what?
I ain't got an answer for you, girl. I really don't know. I find it weird even now that, like, people like me.
Yeah.
Like, it's so weird because I was, like, hated and picked on as a kid,
Mm-hmm.
And so it's so weird to post something and then people just, like, pour out the love. I love it.
You're right.
Because it makes me feel loved and I love the connection and everything. But it's weird because I've just never been liked this much. So, like, I really don't have an answer for that unless you have one.
Well, I think you build really a base of people when you show your insecurities and what you're not very happy about with yourself. Like, I'm very insecure about my voice, the way I talk, how I present myself, but that's why people love me. So, and I think people relate to that, and that's why we've built a base that we have.
Wow. So when did this become a thing? Has it always just been you and then you kind of came along, or like
No. So, like, we've been together, what, almost 8 years? Yeah, that's what you mean by this, right?
No. I mean like was it like Dakota and then Dakota and Jackson?
No. Well, I had maybe made like 2 or 3 TikToks, right? Before then. And they were really just trends. And that was like when the app was so new,
Yeah.
But he was in our, my first one that like blew up.
Yeah.
And since then, I mean, we do everything together anyway. So I'm just like, well, let's just put it on camera. There's some things that I'll do without him. Like, he doesn't have like a skincare routine or like a makeup routine or anything like that. And if I was like, Jackson, get in this video, he'd be like, nobody wants to watch me rub a bar of Dial soap on my face. So no thanks.
Well,
But like
yeah.
anytime it's food related, he's always in it.
How has that changed your dynamic as a married couple? Now also working together on social media.
I think this is because you have to like reel me in all the time.
I feel like you're the grounded one and you're the
1000%.
chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I definitely have to bring him down to earth when we film things and just keep him level-headed, because it can go cliff diving is what I like to call it.
Okay.
Very quickly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel like this has shown you guys like a different side of your marriage, that you guys get to work together to build a brand?
I think it's made us realize what makes us work.
Okay.
'Cause I keep him grounded and he pulls me up.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
He's such like we're both extroverts, but
Okay.
he's more of like an introverted extrovert, whereas I'm just an extrovert. Like, I could just talk to anybody or anything, inanimate object. It doesn't matter.
Talk to the wall.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm 0 to 100. And so he definitely reels me in.
There we go. This sounds better. Okay. So now moving towards kind of like the logistics of social media, I know you guys probably deal with hate.
Honey. Yeah.
Yeah. What's that been like for you guys? Again, I'm so intrigued by content creators and influencers.
Yeah.
I know you're not an influencer, but still,
It's the same thing.
it's the same thing.
Yeah.
That whole, I don't deal with a lot of it only because I'm a hairdresser. It's a lot different.
Well, you have gorgeous hair. And
Thank you.
if you ever posted anything about your hair and somebody comes hating, just send the video to me.
And you'll
Because
just
I'll go
straight for the
right to your
jugular.
comments. Yeah, and I'll take care of it because you have gorgeous hair.
Thank you.
Yeah. At first, it was like, we expected like the homophobia and stuff. That even now doesn't bother me because like I've dealt with it for so long. It's usually coming from a place of ignorance. It doesn't bother me. I get really bent out of shape when people point out like his cleft lip. Honey, they act like he's a Martian.
Oh.
Like they've never seen one. And it doesn't bother him at all,
Yeah.
but it makes me like want to
just like
swing the phone against the wall because I'm
Yeah.
like, if you saw anybody on the street that like had crutches or something, you wouldn't go up to them and be like, why are you on crutches?
right.
And that's what they do in every single video.
Really?
Yes. And I mean, it's to the point to where if you don't know what a cleft lip is, just ask.
Right.
Or Google's free.
Ignorance is ignorant. Ignorance
Yeah.
is bliss. A lot of people live in ignorance online.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to say anything?
I think I just really don't give it any merit because I realize these people are insecure in themselves, so they have to pick out the flaws of other people, which is not really a flaw, but I'm happy. I've done a lot more than they ever have. So, let's compare credit scores
There
if
you
you
go.
want to get.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus. He said, let's compare credit scores. The irony in that.
Yeah.
Her and I were literally talking
Yeah.
about credit scores before you got here. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
I'm doing good. I got a doctorate degree. I'm fine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Their opinion doesn't matter to me. So,
Right.
yeah.
I love that. That's funny how the one that, and not to say this, but like, it's funny how like the star of the show, I just absorbs it. And the one who supports it is just kind of like, hey, it's okay.
Yeah. Well,
I see why that works.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we collab and like meet with so many other creators and even some, I would say as of lately, like some celebrities. And they don't read their comments and stuff. They're never in their comments. And
Yeah.
I totally get it. There's a boundary you have to have with yourself. Like if you
Yep.
can't take it, you can't take it.
Yep. Yep.
I have said in the very beginning, and I'm going to stay true to this, I hope, my entire life, is I always interact in the comments. And I've like had to teach myself that if I'm going to interact with the lovey people, I'm going to have to see the bullshit.
Yep.
So,
That's a good way to look at it.
yeah.
I think of it, I look at it the same way. A lot of hairdressers get hate because of what they charge for whatever fucking reason. And,
Yeah, I was on that side of TikTok there for a while.
it's so gross.
I know.
I guess the thing about being a content creator and being vulnerable online, and maybe I guess we could understand like why, but I couldn't imagine commenting on someone's stuff and coming at them like their life or their morals or like what they believe in, what they look like. I don't know. And I think the social media has definitely opened my eyes up a lot to like, I know it happens, but
Yeah.
then when it happens to you, you're like, oh, I didn't actually think that existed. I didn't think that I was that important enough for someone to
Yeah.
really give a fuck.
Yeah.
How I personally have always struggled with self-worth. Like I am not
Yeah.
worthy of the success that I have created, and I'm not worthy of like the love and the support and all that stuff. But then being on social media has helped me see a little bit of it. I'm still not like sold that I even have a following or that even you guys are sitting here in front of me having this
Oh my God, we're so
conversation.
normal.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
when you build a following and when you start interacting with people and start building a community, it almost like you think it would help, but it almost becomes worse. You're like, how the fuck did I do this?
Yeah, like, and that's something I was talking to my therapist about a couple days ago. Is it's like you just have to give yourself credit where it's due, and like because it really makes you question like who you are and what is it that these people like about me, and it's most likely things that you don't even know yet.
Right. How long have you been in therapy?
When did I start full time? It was like right before we got married. 2019, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, long time.
Yeah.
I have a personality disorder too.
Okay.
So I'm a hot mess.
You're a beautiful mess.
Thank you.
You're a beautiful mess. I meant to ask this earlier. When did you guys meet? How'd you guys meet?
This is all you.
Ooh, I love a good love story.
Well, it's not very romantic.
Oh,
but
okay. Well, whatever.
I moved to Greensboro, North Carolina in 2015, and I was just carousing Facebook.
Not carousing.
And I saw his picture, and I liked a few of them, and then I got a message a little bit later on that said, "Why did you like this picture?" And I thought, well, this douchebag, why is he worried about what I'm liking or not? But then we ended up talking, and then he invited me out to a Halloween party. And we met up there, and he ignored me the whole night. Did not give me any attention.
Dakota.
You gotta play hard to get. If I'd have gave him all the attention that night, then he wouldn't have talked to me the next day.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I didn't know anybody. I was there alone.
Oh.
I need to see that he can survive.
Putting him for the ringer already.
Yeah.
But then after that, we continued to talk, and I gave him a second chance, and I went out with him.
Wow, you gave him
Yeah.
a second chance.
And then he was late for our first date.
And then the audacity of this man, he took another guy home the first night we met.
I drove him home because he was intoxicated.
The tea
It
is
was not-
piping, ladies and gentlemen. The tea is piping.
It was not a sexual nature.
Yeah. It really wasn't, but like I just tease him about that. I'm like, yeah, you're mad I didn't talk to you all night, but you literally took someone else
another
home.
home.
Even if they didn't do anything, I'm just like,
But
where was
still.
my ride?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then from the first date, were you guys just inseparable?
Pretty much. We bonded over like housewives really early. And so, because I will say, like, this is going to sound so stereotypical, but every gay guy either doesn't like pop culture like altogether, or they do and it's only the Kardashians,
Oh.
or they do and have taste in like everything.
Okay.
And I have never been able to find a romantic interest that likes Bravo TV or Housewives like I do.
And then
Until
you did.
him. Yeah.
Aw.
And even the same
That's really
Housewives.
sweet.
Yeah. Like
Wow.
we're legit like so like I don't even know excited to be in Orange County right now because of the Orange County Housewives.
Oh my
Do you
God.
watch it or no?
I don't watch any TV. So
Oh,
I am.
You're missing out, girl.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
What brought you guys to LA? Don't tell me the Housewives.
No. Well, I just wanted to come for work, I guess, just to see what I can get into for a month. He's only here for a week.
Oh wait, you guys don't live here?
No.
Wait, really?
We're from North Carolina, honey.
I know you said you were from
Yeah, yeah,
there.
yeah.
I didn't realize you didn't live here.
No. Well, I'm living here for a month, but I don't live here permanently.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming.
Yeah, of course.
I did not put two and two together that you were literally just visiting.
Yeah, well, I'm here for a whole month.
Well, I
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
but like a month, a day, whatever. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Well, welcome.
Yeah, I love it. We've been before.
Okay.
You know, I was here last summer with TikTok for their Pride stuff.
Okay.
And then we came in December for our anniversary. And then,
Oh, very fun.
yeah,
So do you think you'll move out here?
not full time.
Oh, okay. Why?
Because I don't want to spend that kind of money on housing.
Oh, it sucks.
Because our house in North Carolina here would be very expensive,
I'm
and
sure.
I'm not trying to do that.
I don't
so-
blame you.
That
I-
is literally the only reason why.
Really?
Yes.
That's the only thing that's stopping you.
Yes.
So what if you, well, you're a realtor. What if you happen to find something?
I would love to start like flipping houses and stuff.
Okay,
But
yeah.
I don't think he's ready.
Okay.
I'm ready. You just got to get it started.
Yeah, I don't think he's ready to deal with my mental health whenever we. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't think he's ready.
One thing at a time.
One thing at a time.
We got the social media thing first.
Yeah.
And then let's get the other stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I know I cringe when people ask for my storefront.
Oh my God, I know.
I haven't, but
Ooh, okay. So I want to talk about this.
Okay.
What are some of like your icks as a content creator?
right now it's Bloom Nutrition. Have you seen that?
Oh my God, yes, I have.
Listen, if I want to shit myself, I'll just go buy like a thing of Flamin' Hot Cheetos and drink a jug of apple juice. I don't need to buy Bloom Nutrition, okay?
Fair enough.
It's literally just flavorless powder that doesn't work. And I'm probably going to get attacked for saying this, but I really don't care.
Okay. Do you have any icks?
I would probably say the same thing. Just people doing endorsements for things that they would probably never use. We only do things for things that we do like and we do eat and stuff like that. So
That is okay. So that's partially why the fuck you mentality started, was kind of what I said earlier, how like brands wanted me to be this person, and I thought that that's what being an influencer was. And then I realized how much my identity just like disappeared. It vanished because I was doing things for the clout, but I wasn't even getting clout. So I was just doing it for no fucking reason. So that was great, you know? So now as an influencer content creator, I will say that that's my biggest struggle is finding your niche of people that appreciate you. I feel like it's a lot harder and it's easier. People are more susceptible to just taking the clout and taking the cash and running with it. I would say that is my number one ick right there, is knowing people in real life and then seeing them marketing shit that I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You've never liked any of that stuff. You're against it, whatever, but it paid you. And
Yeah.
that's why you did it.
Yeah. So that's like for me, like I 1000% agree. Like we've had fitness companies like reach out to us and want to do like diet plans and promote this and that and the fourth. And I'm like, listen,
Gosh.
first of all,
Read the room.
yeah, put your reading glasses on. I eat what I want 7 days a week.
Yeah.
And I ain't taking no diet pills. I'm not promoting any diet pills. Like my social media pages are like a safe space for you to come, grab a snack, watch me, just do whatever the fuck I'm doing, you know, with him and, you know, us cracking jokes and you not be pressured to feel a certain way.
Right.
You know, and so, yeah, I will never do anything that we don't like. Now, if it's something that I could like, I'll have them send me something for free, try it out, and then if I like it, we'll go from there.
How does it feel to be in complete control?
I love it. I'm a control freak. So my personality disorder is obsessive compulsive personality disorder.
Okay.
So I'm here for it.
I mean, like I feel like now the influencer world it got flipped on its ass.
Yeah.
Because it's no longer the aesthetic. It's no longer how do things appear.
Yeah.
It's how do they actually work in a functioning day-to-day life. And you know what? This makes a lot of sense. I just had an epiphany. I don't have a lot of influencers or content creators on my For You page or on my Instagram for that matter. And I think it's because I like completely blocked out all of like the influencers and content creators because I was like, you guys live a fucking fake life. Like, fuck all of you.
Yeah.
So, but now I like want to be a content creator and influencer, what the fuck ever. And I'm like, who should I follow? I don't have anybody on my page. I mean, now I have you guys, you know, but even still, I still feel like there's still a large number of influencers and content creators that are still doing stuff that aren't good, that are still like clout chasers, you know?
Well, their longevity is not going to be there.
Oh,
Because
no.
like, if you have the ability to turn the camera on and like just be yourself, you know, and somebody resonates with that somehow, like that's lifelong. Like you can't put an expiration date on that versus somebody that's just good at like pushing products like Jaclyn Hill or somebody like that, you know?
Yeah.
Or that you never hear from until they go to launch something. They're like, hey, buy my stuff.
Buy
You know?
everything.
Yeah.
Kind of like Kylie, honestly. Like, no offense to the Kardashians.
Yeah.
But I mean, that there's no there's no value behind like her cosmetic line. Like, why'd you launch it?
Yeah. No.
I doubt there's not a legitimate reason.
Just because she can put
Just
her
'cause you
name
could.
on it.
You could.
I mean, if I was that rich, I probably would say
Fuck
like,
it. Yeah, me too.
But see, what I would do, and we talk about this all the time, is like celebrities and influencers come up with their own stuff. Why not reach out to like you do hair, right? Like why, if you started like popping off, you should reach out to your favorite hair company and be like, hey, I want to collab with you. Can we make my product line with you? So it seems more genuine. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We talk about that all the time. Yeah.
I look at it the same way because I'm all about everybody can sit at my table.
Yeah.
And my table of life is rather large, you know? And I think anybody can sit at my table. And I don't think that I'm the head of the table because I'm not. And I look at it the same way. It's not necessarily what can I do to build or better myself. It's more so who can I add to the pot, to the table that will add value to the entire table.
Yeah.
So, you know, you never know collaborating. Let's just say Donna Bella. I work with Donna Bella. It's a hair extension brand. Collaborating with them to then build a line that is catered towards a specific kind of clientele. And that, you know, opens up a lot of other people's eyes versus me just coming up with my own and being like, I'm the best at this extension stuff. Come buy for me. But they already have the following and so do I. Why not put two brains together and build an even bigger like thing, if that makes sense?
Yes.
I didn't really explain that very well, but it made sense in my brain. So yes.
I think it boils down to what you said at the very beginning is people get like blindsided by the fact that they're making money and they see that they'll make more money if it's just theirs. Because if you were to collab with like Redken or whoever,
yeah.
you know, like they're obviously going to take a big portion of your stuff.
Absolutely.
But at the end of the day, that's only going to help you in the long run with everything.
Right.
So yeah, I don't think they don't have the ability to see things through.
Right. And I talk about this all the time on my page as an individual, not even just as a hairdresser. But if you go into any career field for the fact that you want to make money, I promise
You're
you
gonna fail.
you will fail before you ever touch the money. And I think the common misconception with content creation and influencing is that every single content creator, influencer makes buku dollars. And this is my ick. I found my ick. I figured it out.
I love it.
It drives me fucking crazy when influencers put, I made $21,000 this month. And then they'll go in to explain, I secured $21,000 in deals. There's a big difference, and it creates an illusion that you made 21 grand this month.
And you'll make it every month.
Which is not even close. And you can secure 21 grand, but that now that I'm in the influencing game, I understand it comes after the content. So that could be 6+ months after the fact.
Yep.
So more power to you for saying that you secured 21 grand or that you made 21 grand. Baby girl, you ain't gonna see it for like a year.
So the same shit happens in real estate.
Really?
Like, yes. So I have my license with like a smaller local firm. Mainly because I get to keep more of my money there. There's not a lot of like overhead and stuff. But yeah, like Keller Williams and Alan Tate and all these people, they promise that you'll get like 40 deals a month.
Jesus, that's a lot.
And that's going to happen every month. And then you're going to be rich and all this because they're feeding you people. But there's been months where like I've had 5 to 6 people one month, and then the next month I don't have anybody, and then the next month I don't have anybody, and then the next month I have 2. And you have to wait, if you've ever bought a house or know how it works, like you have to wait till closing, and it's the same thing as the content creators. Yeah.
So I think for anyone who's listening, I think the common thread with life is a lot of it really is just smoke and mirrors.
1000%.
Because you just put that in perspective. Yeah. Because in the real estate world, you wait 60 days to close on a house. And then I don't know how long it takes for you guys to get paid after that.
Yeah.
But you can secure it in January, but not get paid till May.
Yep.
So I think, excuse me. Yeah. If anyone who's listening to this, think of, how do I word this? Yeah. I guess it's just smoke and mirrors,
Yeah.
Like when content creators, I love that they're wanting to celebrate the content creation world because it is one of the fastest growing markets in the world. But I think it's important to say and to be open about, if you get a brand deal, that's incredible, but you also have to be honest and say, well, I'm not getting paid for that brand deal until later on down the road.
Yeah.
And just being honest about that. That just opened my eyes up when you said the real estate thing, because I'm like, fuck yeah, you're right.
It's literally the same
right.
thing. Like, and when you get your real estate license, in North Carolina, like local firms and bigger firms will come to the real estate school and like try to recruit you, and that's where they start all the bullshit. They're like, I can get you 100 deals every month, and all this stuff, and then you sign up with them, and you're like,
where's
10 months in, where's my client?
Yeah.
So it's literally the same thing.
That's the hair industry too.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And my best friend does hair, and it's the same.
It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
So, I think maybe it's like maybe it's a self-made thing, or like a.
If you're not a W-2 employee, it's probably gonna work that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. So yeah, anyone's listening, content creator, influencer, real estate agent, or even a hairdresser. I think it's important to celebrate those downtimes.
Oh yeah.
Because you will sometimes have really high months and really sometimes have really low months. But all in all, I think that's the beauty of our careers. Wow. You just put some things in perspective for me.
Yeah. So not to like turn it around to what you were talking about and go backwards, but
please,
maybe the jump shouldn't be that scary, because the career is basically the same thing. It
damn
works
thing.
the same way, Miss Thing. So you just gotta like get in there, make those videos, and
this is my assistant. She's like,
it's the same thing.
Her name is Jess, guys, if anyone's wondering. She has been fantastic to be my right-hand man and just let me kind of figure it out on my own.
Yeah.
Because I'll come over the wild day and she's like, yes, we should do that. And I'm like, oh God, I don't know, actually. I don't know if we should. And she's like, no.
Yeah.
And we just secured our first like real deal with a brand. It's a 3-month deal, I think.
Nice.
5 pieces of content, a pretty good paycheck, and it's our first. That's what kind of got me excited. Is it's with a hair brand, and I swear I would never work with hair brands, but I am. But we sent over a content list, and I said, this is what I want to do, and we got the go ahead today. I wanted to tell you that. And it was totally up to me. Like they let
Love
me
that.
take full creative leeway or creative lead. Oh my, words are hard. Anyway, that was a great introduction into actually being a full-time content creator. So thanks everyone for the journey. Thanks everyone for joining the journey. So, this is a good question. Have you ever regretted creating your platform or becoming a public figure?
Well, I don't think I'm a public figure because I'm still weirded out that people like me.
Okay.
So I got to get over that first.
Okay.
But yeah, there have been times where I regret it, I think.
Like when?
Because I don't really have a lot of privacy anymore.
Right. Ooh, yeah, let's talk about that.
And
that's what scares me.
So
that's
he's
what scares
very
me.
private. He's
Okay.
very private, I would say.
So is my boyfriend.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the main reason why he doesn't have his own page to post things. He has his own
Right.
page, but he's like lurking in my comments, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And watching stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But that's why he doesn't have his own stuff. But I think there was a point where I kind of just got over it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to do this, like, balls to the wall. And I have a car. I have a 4Runner.
Mm-hmm.
And I went and got it wrapped in glitter pink. So
Oh,
I
that's
think for me,
amazing.
that was like, okay, well, if I'm not going to have any privacy when I go places or
Yeah.
anything, I might as well just say, hey, I'm here.
I'm gonna show up.
Yeah. And there are times where I'm like, I can't even go somewhere like after a workout and run into somebody and they want to take a picture and I look like shit because I'm insecure still. I still have those insecurities.
Mm-hmm.
And I so badly want to be like, no, I look terrible. But I would never do that. So I'm like, sure, let's take a picture.
How has that like affected how you look at yourself then?
Honestly, I think it's helped a little bit.
Yeah.
Because they end up posting it and tagging me. And I'm like, okay, well, I didn't look that bad.
Right.
You know, but in the moment, I'm just
Freaking out.
freaking the fuck out because I'm like, oh my God, like my hair's all fucked up. I don't have any eyebrows on right now. Like,
You're so funny.
you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my take on it.
Yeah, it's really good exposure therapy, I think, for him to just have to be forced to do it and see himself when he's not all dolled up and purdy, I guess you could say.
You get to see yourself in the reason why people love you, not for the mask that you wear for yourself. Yeah.
And I think the thing for me that keeps me wanting to go is seeing a lot of the small town gay boys and girls, little kids with cleft lips that say, oh, my child has a cleft lip, or I'm in a small town, I'm gay too. And I think just giving them a voice is really what's worth it in the long run.
1000%. So I'm going to go off on a tangent.
Okay.
So I probably, and this is not an exaggeration, I probably get at least 50 DMs a day from, I would say 25 of them are probably straight men or straight women who say that they've never seen a gay person in their life. Or, Dakota, I love you and my family and I love you and Jackson so much. You've changed how we look at gay people.
Wow.
Also, I think that's very weird because we're just normal. I'm just
Right.
being myself.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, and so I'm just like, why would you DM somebody and say that in the beginning? And now I'm like, okay, well, that's good.
They're changing. They're
Ye-
evolving. You are helping the evolution.
Yeah, 1000%.
That's hard to grasp.
I'm just like, I don't
only
understand
imagine.
this. And then I had this one guy, this was just the other day, you know, the stuff with trans issues right now. He DM'd me and he was like, hey, like, this is so weird, but I'm not trying to be like weird at all. But can you explain to me like why these are issues and stuff like that? And because I don't understand. And he was like, me and my wife love you guys and we're just trying to be allies. I'm like, okay, well, you know, well, I'm not trans, so I can't offer you like a first person perspective, but this is
Right.
what I can offer you. And so we DM back and forth. a
Wow.
while. Yeah, we get pictures of people's kids that have cleft lips a lot, and they're like, "You give us hope," you know, stuff like that, and it makes me
that's
cry
so
a lot.
sweet.
Yeah.
You're able. You've really. Wow. Okay. You guys. Again, this is still very new for like the influence. I keep
Yeah.
saying that, but I'm just like, holy. Talking to Jess, how the fuck did these people just build a platform off of themselves? Like that is just crazy to me.
Yeah.
But now you've now touched people that you've helped them have peace with how they look because their lip might be a little bit different than the rest of us or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Or being gay. like as if gay's such a bad thing, you know, but in reality, it's just like, hey, being yourself is really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I enjoy it. Yeah. A lot of it is, I would say then the rest of it's probably people DMing me saying, you know, well, I have this eating disorder. Your
Yeah.
videos
Yeah.
help
Then there's that
me.
aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one thing people do is they ask for advice, and I try to tread very lightly because, you know, something that could work for me
Might
may
not
be
work for
like
them.
triggering for them. So I never give advice. I just say, you know, I'm glad that we can help you. If you ever need help, you know, here's the resources. I give them like the links and the phone numbers and stuff. And I'm always there for you to DM me and, you know, like talk. Because I just would hate if I gave somebody advice and it made them go on a downhill.
That is a really interesting point because I just thought about that too. As someone who people look up to, so I feel like being gay is a very hot topic, right? Trans, gay, hot topic. Having an eating disorder or any like mental illnesses or whatever the case would be, hot topic. How does it feel or how does it make your mental state? How do I word this? What does that do for you when people come to you asking about these things?
I don't know. Like, even as a kid, like, I've never felt like weird about like some of the struggles I've had.
Sure.
They've sucked, you know,
Right,
but I
right.
always look at it like I'm unique.
Okay.
And maybe they're not unique and they want to learn more, or maybe they are unique and don't know how to tap into it, or,
Right.
you know, something like that.
You've seen your insecurities as a
Yeah.
superpower
Yeah.
versus I'd say like 90% of the population looks at it as an insecurity or like something that holds them back.
And it
And-
definitely shouldn't be because, I mean,
Right. I mean, it shouldn't, but
and that's way easier said than done.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, it's just a matter of just accepting where you are with yourself. You know, like some days I look in the mirror and I'm like, God, I fucking hate myself.
yeah, no.
You know,
Every
and
day.
yeah. But you know, I mean, you just have to accept like you're gonna have days like that, and that's just that day, just that moment. It's not every single day. You know.
It's just a brief stint in time. It's not a
Yeah.
bad life, it's just a bad day.
Yeah.
I love that.
Are you shocked I'm saying that right now?
Maybe a little bit.
I'm getting him to love himself where he is.
Right.
That's kind of the point of the podcast too, is to also celebrate people and for me to point out things that maybe you don't realize are as cool as they are. I can't imagine being in the position you guys are, you know, especially in this day and age, unfortunately. But being able to be a safe place for those who are trying to figure themselves out or maybe look a little bit differently or maybe need help, don't know where to get started with an eating disorder or just a lot of different things. Like, that's really cool. It's a really cool place to be. You guys should be really proud of yourselves.
Well, thank you. I am, and I'm also the type. Just as much as I help others, I have no problem cussing people out in the comments and on Twitter and wherever else.
Yeah.
You know, I can't make videos doing it because the apps don't like it and they take them down for bullying. So I just have to be crafty about reading somebody.
It's it's a subtle fuck you instead of like a full fuck you.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's where he really comes in handy is I'll come to him and be like, do you see this? And I'll go to make a video and he's like, absolutely not. Give me your phone. Yeah.
The reasoning.
Right. I just say just post it and let your followers take care of it for you.
I have learned that. My followers fight my damn battles. I ain't gotta do shit nowadays.
I know. And the best part too, because like I'm one of those people that's in my comment sections. I'm chiming right in with them.
Yep.
And like we're just having a field day with it. And what was it somebody commented the other day? They said I was looking soft and fluffy
Oh,
and
my
I've gained
Lord.
weight or something. And it was on Instagram. And I'm newer to Instagram
Okay.
as far as like posting reels. On TikTok, if I'd have got that comment, I could respond video. And I was going to come up to the camera shirtless and like, you know, poke myself and stuff and be like, what about it? Like, but I didn't have the opportunity.
Which one do you like? Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer TikTok or Instagram?
Should I be honest?
Be honest as all get out.
Listen, I love TikTok because it gave me my platform. But I don't like it right now. I love Instagram.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm in the same boat. I built my platform off of TikTok, but I'm realizing now that I love Instagram.
Yeah. Instagram will always show your reels to your followers.
Okay.
TikTok will not. It only shows it to like batches of 300 to 500 people.
Yeah, it's like 1% of the fucking whole entire people that follow you.
If you go to somebody that has like that, like millions of followers on TikTok, you'll go and look at their views and it's like not good.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's fair. Like,
No,
if
I
somebody
agree.
so for me, like if I follow somebody, I want to see their shit.
That's why you follow them.
Yeah, like I don't want to have to go look them up.
No.
You know, so
I
yeah,
agree.
that's why I love Instagram.
So I recently okay, so my whole thing started on TikTok and I loved it. Whatever, you could go viral really easily, whatever. And then I started noticing that the engagement just wasn't there and like the views weren't there, and I was like, okay, this is my biggest platform. Why aren't people engaging, or why are people seeing my stuff? And then I start using Instagram, and I used to hate Instagram, and all of a sudden Instagram has been, oh my gosh, it's been incredible.
Yep.
But I will say, people are fucking meaner on Instagram than they are TikTok.
Yes. If you think that though, don't ever post anything on YouTube Shorts.
I post on YouTube. Okay, I do. Is it that bad?
Oh, YouTube Shorts.
Is it
The homophobia is like rampant. Yeah,
with YouTube?
it's bad. Yeah. And what kills me is I'm like, we're literally just saying our names and what we're eating. Why? Like, if it was a video about me being gay, like, I get it if you want to comment something homophobic, you know?
Right.
But, like, if I'm just showing you a fucking chicken sandwich, like,
Why the
say
hell
you
are
don't
you
like the
homo-
chicken sandwich, like,
Right.
you ain't got to go in on me. Yeah. 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 Instagram is
Really?
meaner, though. Yeah. 1000%. I love all age groups of people, but I think if you go and look, it's usually the boomers that have the
100%.
most to say.
Yeah.
And they're bald white men.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's always.
That live in misery and
Yeah.
only ever have their left hand,
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't get anything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, you guys heard it first. If you guys are looking to get into social media, be careful of YouTube Shorts.
Yeah. I will say, like, and I'm saying this to you or anybody that's listening, if you're thinking about it, like, you very, very early on have to decide what that boundary is going to be for you with the comments. I enjoy engaging with people, and I've learned that for the 50 nice DMs I'm going to get 3 mean ones.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to read them.
Yep.
But I choose to do that, so I can't be mad at myself for doing it.
Right. And then what do you do with that knowledge? What do you do with those things?
What do you mean?
What do you do with the thoughts that you get from these really nasty, vulgar comments?
I literally will just swipe and delete, and then I never delete comments, but the messages I'll just swipe and delete, and then go to a nice one and I like channel my energy out and respond to that person. Yeah.
I've learned that, and I just learned recently a really cool kind of like coping mechanism that I'll happily share with you guys because it's been a game changer. Dealing with a lot of imposter syndrome, dealing with a lot of going through a trauma program right now. So a lot of Pandora's boxes opening up, and there's been a lot of really great things that are going on with my career, my business, and there's that side of you that's like, hey, you don't deserve to be happy. You don't deserve this love and this affection and this success and matrimony, whatever the case may be. So recently I was and also, like, some things have happened where it made me afraid of people. Like, I was afraid to, like, even talk to people like this, terrified. And I recently just went to Orlando, and I was listening to this podcast because I was in my head because I was about to go meet people, A, and B, I was getting outside of my comfort zone. I love traveling, but also traveling to meet people, fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
And I was listening to this podcast episode, and those thoughts of, like, you're not good enough, or you're not worth this, or you don't deserve the following that you do, or this brand shouldn't pay you. You should just do it for free. He said, when these thoughts come in, typically they're what ifs. So, like, what if these people don't like me? What if this brand doesn't want to pay me? Or, like, what if I'm not worth this? Da, 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 da. They're physical thoughts you cannot put in your hand. They're not real. So they're just things that you make up. And the way he said to get them out of your head, so even dealing with, like, a nasty comment, is not right now. Telling yourself, not right now. So when I've tested this in a multitude of ways. When I read a comment that, like, really, it just gets me. Sometimes they just fucking get you.
Oh yeah, they're there.
They just get you. I take a step back and I go, not right now, because A, that person doesn't deserve my energy, and B, this is part of the territory with the job.
Yeah.
And last but not least, it's not true. I've learned
exactly.
that all of the hate and all the bullshit that people say, it's projection. And a lot of times I'm like, do you want my therapist number? Babe, do you need to talk? Do you need a shoulder to cry on?
Yeah.
But and then there, of course, there's some times where I'm unhinged and I take that, that one comment where you're just like, you know what? Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, and to that point, I hate when I tell somebody to go fuck themselves, and whether it be a stranger or a follower says, you shouldn't do that, you're stooping to their level. Listen, I'm going to respond the way I want to respond, and if you don't like it, then
Hit the road.
see yourself out, because hopefully somebody will see me standing up for myself or standing up for him, and they'll feel, empowered to stand up for their self. Like, hey, this guy's literally on here telling somebody to fuck off. Like, maybe I can tell my coworker to go,
exactly,
something like that. Yeah.
That's exactly how I look at it.
Yeah.
If I continue to feed what social media wants me to be, this prim, proper, perfect little angel, for fuck's sake, I'm a dirtbag. Okay. Do you see what I'm covered in tattoos? Thank you. But like, I'm a hood rat, I like to be a little ratchet, whatnot. But if I lived that life where I never once said fuck you on the internet or ever stood up for myself, I'd be living a lie.
Yeah.
And again, with that whole reeling it back into that whole like aesthetic and like living a prim proper life, it's just kind of out of date anymore, you know?
It is.
And it's important that we empower people who listen to this podcast, who look at your content and see your guys' dynamic and see, fuck, if they can do it, so can I.
Yeah, that's literally the whole point. That's why
that's literally the whole point.
Literally my whole point of making anything, like a grocery haul, a food haul, me cleaning, a workout routine, anything.
So yeah, what would you say is your why? Why do you do this? Why do you wake up every day and want to be a content creator?
Because it's helped me a lot, and obviously I'm aware that it helps others, and I feel like the fact that I've helped others, I don't know how to put it into words here. So
it fuels you to keep going because it helps you help others.
Yes.
And it continues to give you the strength to help you help others.
Yes. And not forget myself.
And not forget who you are. Yeah.
Because I think there was an episode of your podcast I listened to where you were like, thinking of others first is selfish or something.
Oh.
Well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I hate to break it to everybody, but I always think of myself first.
Yes.
And
no. It's not just that.
No. I know. Yeah. But I think it's like my gift in return for helping others is I'm able to help myself. So that's the it is selfish. Yeah. And I was going to say that's just the reality of being an entrepreneur, being self-made, because why the fuck else would you create, like, are you just creating content just for the fucking fuck of it? No. You're doing it because it fuels your ego. It fuels who you are. That's the beauty of it. Yeah. And thankfully I have a good ego.
Right.
And I'm not
there's good
out
ego,
here
bad
being
ego.
Reckless and, problematic and, all that stuff. Yeah.
I was talking with my good friend Ethan. He owns it's called Elsewhere Candles. It's beautiful. It's in LA. You guys, I have to send you guys his information. Either way, we were talking about that, how people oftentimes when they go on social media, they do stuff for the result, and that often gets misconstrued, and often they lose themselves and they lose, the authenticity of their brand.
Yeah.
But in reality, you should be posting shit because you like it and it fuels your ego, and it's a selfish job. Yeah. But it is the most selfish job you could ever have. Yeah. I post shit because I love it. Yeah. And I'm good at what I do. And that's very hard for me to say, but I am. I'm a damn good hairdresser, and I'm a good person. And I think I put it on the internet because it reminds me that I am that good of a person, especially when someone comes to you and DMs you and says, hey, thank you. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for posting what you post. Thank you for talking about the things that you talk about. And that fuels my fucking ego every day. And I'm loud and proud to say it. Call me selfish, call me egotistical, I don't care. I have built a community of positivity and love and people who see themselves for who they are, all because of my ego. You know? You built your entire brand off your ego. Yeah. And I think that's a cool thing to say.
You're just unapologetically yourself.
That's it.
I say that all the time, and that's why people like me.
Why people love you.
Yeah.
I always say, be so unapologetically yourself that it inspires others to do the same.
Exactly.
And when you can look at your content creation, influencing, even your job, you look at it like that, showing up as me is going to inspire others. So I'm going to keep doing it. I feel like that's when you've won.
Yeah.
I feel like content creation has helped me see how much I actually am worth. And some people might say, "Oh, that's such a bad thing to put your value in." I don't care. If it takes, getting a reward from other people and creating the community and seeing that reward from creating that community to help me see how valuable I am, then so be it.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's like a toxic thing about that or a bad thing about that. I feel like oftentimes a lot of content creators and influencers get kind of a bad rep.
Yeah,
for
that's
kind of
why I
that
don't like
for that
influ-
reason,
Yeah.
But I love to always ask influencers, content creators, whoever, like, why do you do this? And that's what's kind of turned me off about influencers is a lot of times you can't tell why. You can tell that every single damn post is a paid promotion,
Yeah.
paid sponsorship. But see, now I'm going on a tangent. Now I'm like,
No,
I don't
you're
know where
so
the fuck I'm
good.
going
I just
on.
enjoy, like, I guess my why is, like, I just enjoy being goofy.
Yeah.
And, like, making other people laugh because
Yeah.
I think it's funny. And, sometimes we do stuff in videos that are, like, planned, like jokes and stuff.
For sure.
And people never notice them. They notice the things that we don't notice.
Yeah.
And it makes it even funnier. So, like, that's my why. Yeah.
Yeah, and if I could just make somebody laugh, just to get on TikTok having a bad day and just scroll and see a video and laugh, that's all I want. Because that's what I want from TikTok or Instagram is just scroll and laugh and forget about my day or forget what I'm doing at that time.
Kind of forget like the downs of life, and just, I don't know, it's kind of like an escape in a way. And people say you got to live in a little bit of delusion to be successful in this capacity, like when you work for yourself. And you know what? I love being delusional. I'm here for it.
Same.
I'm so here
Yeah.
for it. So we're going to wrap this up because I feel like there's a lot more topics I could actually bring up, but we're going to wrap it up. So if you could give advice to anybody who's listening, it could be in any capacity, what would it be?
To just always stay true to yourself and try not to forget who you are. And if you don't know who you are, figure it out.
Okay. What about you, Jackson?
Well, for me, I would say don't ever quit, or even if you get to the point where you think you're at your what's the word I'm looking for?
Exhausted?
No, to the point where you think you've made it fully, just keep going beyond that because there's a lot more to you that you didn't even know you could do. Like I never thought sitting in my hometown as a little gay kid that I would be now in my 30s in Los Angeles being a content creator. I would have never thought that. I thought my life was going to be over in that small town.
Yeah.
But look how far we've come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of like trials and tribulations you guys both together have had to overcome. And yeah, I think there's like some synchronicity in between what you guys are saying. Be who you are, because you really never know
Who you can be.
who you can be, what
Yeah.
you could do, and I don't know how limiting it could. What kind of, how do I word this? Hold on. What would you rather? Would you rather be scared and live in this comfortable kind of mediocre life? You've kind of just accepted that that's the way things are, or do shit scared and open a door of potential that you never even knew was possible.
Yeah, I'll be scared all day.
I'll be scared all day.
Yeah, and I'm opening every door I can come to.
Damn right. I'm yanking that shit open.
Yeah, even if whatever's behind it knocks me out, I'll get right back
Get the
up.
bomb
Yeah.
squad. Let's go.
Yeah.
Get the crowbar.
Yeah.
Let's roll. I love that.
That's like, I know you said we're rounding it out, but
No,
like,
it's okay.
a lot of my followers wondered why. I just posted a video, was wondering why we were in LA for so long.
Yeah.
And it's like, for me, I wanted to come here for a month because, like, who's to say I'm ever going to be able to do this again?
Yeah.
Like, bills are good right now.
Mm-hmm.
Schedule's good right now. Just fuck it. I'm going to go out there for a month, rent a car, rent a little casita, like, do my thing, and just see, because I could die tomorrow
Yeah.
and, like, not get to experience any of that stuff. And so if you want to do something, just do it. Like, you're only holding yourself back.
I think what's so cool about every interview that I do is the common thread is I feel like everyone lives like they're going to die tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. I will do everything I possibly can right now because I really am never promised tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm never promised a paycheck. You know, that's the entrepreneur side of us. Never promised a paycheck. Never promised, I don't know, my lights to turn back on or whatever the case may be. So I feel like the common thread for anybody and everyone who listens to this, whenever you listen to these interviews, you have to remember that these people live their life unapologetically and they live their life like there's no tomorrow. So if you aspire to be these people, you look up to them, you want everything that they have. Start living like there's no tomorrow. Start living like you already lived that life.
Yeah.
You know, you already are that person.
You literally have to fake it till you make it.
Yeah, fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
Because you started this, your whole career started out of a joke.
Out of a stupid trend.
A trend.
Yeah.
A stupid trend about, what was
Food.
it? Food.
Yeah.
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 Now imagine, you guys are sitting in LA.
Yeah.
Do you know
Bert Kreischer?
I fucking love
I just
Bert.
collabed with him this morning. Yeah. And do you know Fortune Feimster?
I don't, but I love Bert Kreischer.
Yeah, I collabed with her yesterday. So it's like, just like Jackson said, the little gay kid that was being called fat, gay, queer, all that in school, never thought I would be with two like A-list comedy legends. So like and they both just flat out told us they love us just for how, fucking silly we are. Like,
oh my, first of all,
yeah. That video is going up, I think, on Thursday. So.
I can't fucking wait.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm a little bit jealous, but congratulations.
Yeah.
How was Bert?
He's great.
Oh,
yeah,
I love
he's
Bert
super
Kreischer.
nice.
Oh, I
love
love
him
him
so much. Yeah, and his team that was with him is nice too. Yeah.
This is so funny because my next question is, what do we have to look forward to? What's going on? What's going on with Dakota and Jackson? What are you guys doing?
Lots of collabs while we're here. Some of them I can't talk about.
Sure.
What else? We're working with a TV producer right now.
Ooh.
But I think, unfortunately, in the midst of all the trans and anti-gay issues that we're having right now, I don't think a network is willing to pick something up, which is fine.
Yeah.
We're still working.
Time and place.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. What about with you or us? Am I leaving anything out?
I think just the collabs while we're in LA and just new restaurants since we're
Yeah.
here in LA.
The food.
Yeah, different things to come.
That's exciting. So you guys have a lot of connecting and a lot of being authentically yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, guys, thank you so much for listening to this glorious episode of my first ever set of content creators on the podcast. Something that I have aspired to be and that I just love. I love that people can create community and brands and awareness just out of being themselves. I've always been told, I love how authentic you are. And I don't realize how authentic I am because I'm a hairdresser.
Yeah.
And I've lived in that limiting belief. So now I'm in a season of surrounding myself with people who are themselves and that's what they do. Mm-hmm. And that is such an inspirational place to be. So thank you both for coming on this glorious podcast and being as authentic and as real as you are.
Yeah. Well, thank you for having me.
Guys, all their information will be down below if you want to go listen to it. Go look at their stuff. What is it? What is it?
It's okay. Listen, every time I tell somebody, they're like, what the fuck is your username?
Actually, yeah. Hold on. Give me the backstory. What the fuck's the backstory
Okay,
about
so
the
it's
username?
at Print Fairy.
Print Fairy. I was going to say Paint Fairy. Print Fairy.
I'll keep it really short. So in
Tell
2013,
me all.
I got my PS3 and I had to make an online account.
Okay.
At the time, I love animal print. So print because of Jersey Shore.
Okay.
And then fairy because that's what I've been called my entire life. So I'm like taking it back, So
Yeah.
I'm a gay person that loves animal print. So it's really just that simple.
Print Fairy. I fucking love that.
Yeah.
I love
So like some of my followers have called themselves like fairies. And so like I like, try to call them
your
that.
people
Yeah.
is like your fairies.
Yeah, and some of the straight guys are like, that makes me so uncomfortable, but I love y'all, so it's okay. And I'm
a little
like,
fairy.
just embrace it. Just
Yeah.
embrace it. Yeah.
You're just our fairies.
Yeah.
I
Floating
love that.
around.
Well, guys, Print Fairy, go check them out. And stay tuned for other collabs. Holy shit, I'm so jealous about Bert. Anyways, goodbye, everyone. Love you all.
Bye.